How's it going, everyone out there on YouTube? This is episode 5 of our Fusion Media podcast. I'm Jerry, along with
Chris.
And we decided to change the setting a bit, back to our original background and apartment.
Yeah, you'll never know where we're going to be.
Now, we just like to switch it up a bit. But let's get right to the chase and get to this week's video game review. Like you see, we got the good old NES out, or Nintendo Entertainment System for all the noobs. So Chris, what are you reviewing this week?
Today, we've got Super Mario Bros. 2.
Wow, that's an interesting choice.
Very interesting.
Let's get right to the specifics.
Okay, here it is. Super Mario Bros. 2 for the Nintendo Entertainment System. As you can see, released in 1988. Boy, this game has some issues.
A lot of issues.
The only thing that really makes this game a really crappy Mario game is the fact that it's not a Mario game.
Right, the only thing Mario about it are the characters.
Yeah, precisely. And I'm sure you've heard this by now, but this is actually Doki Doki Panic with a Mario facelift. But let's get to the specifics here. Let's start out with graphics.
They're not bad, but again, it's a complete ripoff. But
Yeah.
compared to the first Mario, they're a huge improvement, you know.
It was done very well. It is a huge improvement. It's a lot more varied than the first Mario game, that's for sure.
Yeah, the first Mario game was very pixelated, and this is really smoothed out quite a bit.
So, probably an 8 would be sufficient.
Yeah, more than fair.
Moving on to sounds.
There's overtones of Mario music, and the sound effects aren't horrible.
The music isn't too bad either, because, I mean, like I said, this is a completely different game, and the game itself is not a bad game. It just makes a very odd Mario game. So sound.
Probably a 7.5.
Now here's the kicker. Gameplay.
Ooh, not good. It's extremely difficult to find power-ups, and there's literally no power-ups. And it's very hard to replenish your health.
And it's just the cast of characters. Each character has a different attribute. Toad's completely useless as usual. Mario, he's pretty standard. Luigi jumps higher and does it like a fag as usual. And Princess Peach can float. And you'd think if she's floating, her dress would kind of, flip inside out, but that never happens here.
No, it conveniently doesn't, much to our own disappointment. And Luigi will forever be a fag.
Yes, I agree, 100%. So gameplay, probably 5?
Yeah.
And remember, this is a scale out of 10. Finally to control, which is, God, NES, you can't really talk much about control on an NES.
Yeah, you gotta really screw up to screw up control on an NES game with 2 buttons and a D-pad.
Yeah. Basically, B is to pick things up, and A is to jump. That's all you need to know.
So
7.5, pretty basic.
yeah.
And overall for this game, and yes, we actually did the math with a calculator.
Yeah?
So this averages to an overall score of 7. So if you haven't experienced it, you should. But if you're recently buying an NES, I wouldn't recommend rebuying it.
Nah, you're better off picking up, like, All-Stars for the SNES. It's a little bit more revamped.
Yeah, definitely.
On to our next section, our YouTube video pick of the week. What video do you have for us this week, Jerry?
Well, Chris, this week is, as usual, very disturbing. It actually is a commercial from the UK from the Truth Anti-Smoking Campaign. Of course, funded by tobacco companies, oddly enough, and run by the American Legacy Foundation. It really is, it's something to be seen. Let's go take a look.
Yeah, you're seeing this. This is where it gets good.
Yeah. How he does it without burning the inside of his mouth horribly is beyond me.
Especially... Oh my goodness. The secondhand smoke.
Jesus. Oh, there it goes. That was 5.
That is
5
It's
cigarettes.
so foul.
Yeah.
And
Just imagine what his breath smells like afterwards.
oh my god. It looks like they're relit when he spits them out.
I don't think they go out when he puts them in his mouth, which is very strange.
You know, if this isn't motivation to quit smoking, I don't know what is. Unbelievable.
People love it.
Yeah.
They're digging it.
So go on to thetruth.com and stop smoking.
Ah, my throat just hurts watching that. Oof.
You gotta admit, it is a neat trick, but his risk for cancer probably just went up 100%.
I think he just took probably 10 years off his life in that one
at least.
one shoot.
At least.
Well, if you're not traumatized by that, and hopefully we've driven you smokers to quit smoking.
You know you haven't.
No, but it's wishful thinking. So, having said that, that about wraps it up for our Fusion Media Podcast, episode 5. Be sure to check out our final episode with Chris.
That's right. Next week, episode 6.
Because he is going away in the military. So, that will be the last episode. So join us for that, and we'll